For the first time on record, British Columbia's population actually shrank. Not slowed down, not plateaued, it shrank. In 2025, more people left the province than arrived. That's never been normal for BC. This has always been one of Canada's magnet provinces. Hey, stay with me right until the end of this video because I'm going to show you something that could completely change how you see what's happening, and it involves Alberta potentially overtaking BC in population within the next 10 to 15 years. But before we go further, hit like and subscribe. It genuinely helps this channel grow. And if you care about migration trends, housing markets, and where Canadians are actually building their futures, you're going to want to stick around. Now, let's be honest about something. BC's beautiful, world-class scenery, global cities, mild winters compared to the rest of the country, a lifestyle that basically sells itself. For decades, people didn't just move to BC, they dreamed about moving to BC. So when a place like that starts losing people, it's not random, it's not a fluke, it's not weather, it's math. For years, the cost of living in BC has been climbing faster than incomes. Housing prices have surged, rents climbed, property taxes increased, development fees went up, regulations stacked up, timelines to build stretched out, projects became more expensive before they even broke the ground. At the same time, after COVID, Canada ramped up immigration levels dramatically. That added demand into a housing market that was already undersupplied. More buyers, more renters, not enough homes, prices surged even further, and then interest rates rose. Instead of fixing affordability, rising rates exposed just how stretched households already were. Mortgage renewals came in higher, variable payments jumped, renters saw increases, insurance climbed, groceries climbed, utilities climbed, everyday life got more expensive. You could be earning a strong income in BC and still feel like you're running in place, or we're falling behind. And when families feel like they're working harder every year, but getting less ahead, they don't hold press conferences, they just move. Interprovincial migration turned negative around 2023. That means more people were leaving BC for other provinces than arriving from them. By 2025, just last year, the province recorded an overall population decline. That's not a stat, that's a signal. And where did many of those people go? Alberta. Not because Alberta has better mountains, not because it has ocean views, definitely doesn't have ocean views, because the math just works differently. Lower provincial income taxes for many earners, no provincial sales tax, lower average home prices relative to income, detached homes that don't require generation wealth, a higher income to cost ratio. It's not about politics, it's about breathing room. Migration is practical. People move towards opportunity and away from financial pressure when the gap between income and expense becomes too wide. The moving trucks just show up. Now, here's where it gets really interesting, and this is the part I told you to stay for. According to long-term population projections, Alberta's on track to surpass British Columbia, I'm not kidding, in total population as early as the 2030s, if current growth trends continue. Now, think about that for a second. For decades, BC's been the larger province, the Western heavyweight, the default destination. But if current migration and growth patterns continue, Alberta could overtake BC within roughly the next 10 to 15 years. That's not an opinion, that's demographic modeling. And demographics drive everything: housing demand, infrastructure, spending, business investment, political influence, economic momentum. When population shifts, capital follows. When capital follows, real estate follows. So this isn't just about a few frustrated families leaving Vancouver for Calgary. This could be the early stage of structural shift in Western Canada. BC has chosen a higher cost, higher regulation economic model. Alberta's chosen a lower tax, growth-oriented model. You may prefer one philosophically, but migration is the scoreboard. And right now, the scoreboard shows net outflow from BC, net inflow to Alberta and other provinces. Alberta's the main province that BC is moving to. Migration moves, labor moves capital, capital moves real estate. So sustained out-migration can ease demand pressure. Sustained in-migration can tighten supply and support prices. That's how the markets work. So here's the bigger question. Is this just a temporary affordable cycle caused by high interest rates and post-pandemic adjustments? Or is this the beginning of a long-term rebalancing where working families decide that ownership, upward mobility, and financial progress simply work better than somewhere else? If you left BC, what was the final straw? If you're still there, what would actually need to change for you to stay long term? Drop it in the comments, I read them. And if you want more breakdown on migration trends, housing markets, and this means for Calgary and Alberta, real estate specific, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and watch the next one right here because the story is far from over. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Oh, maybe check out this one over here.